3 witnesses took the stand in the Lori Vallow trial today, all of them representing different law enforcement agencies in Idaho.
Vallow is accused of murdering her 2 children, JJ and Tylee, after moving them from Arizona to Idaho. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum, the only local reporter inside the courtroom with the so-called Doomsday Mom, he joins us live tonight in Boise.
Well, John, Christina, court adjourned this morning around 11. One of the lead prosecutors had a death in the family, so this will impact how trial is scheduled within the next few days. We know tomorrow court will adjourn earlier than usual as well. Today, topics changed a little bit. We started to hear testimony about the beginnings of the alleged affair between Lori and Chad in comparison to yesterday's very graphic details. How'd you rally from yesterday? Really tough day. Obviously your family's here, but just bouncing back from such a devastating day.
2 fingers of bourbon last night. And that's not a lie. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drinker. In fact, I drink very seldom.
Larry Woodcock had a heartbreaking day in court Tuesday, seeing gruesome evidence of his dead grandson, JJ Vallow. On Wednesday, the focus shifted to the relationship between defendant Lori Vallow and her husband, Chad Daybell, a captain in the Madison County Jail who manages the Tellmate system for inmates, took the stand, and we heard this phone call from Lori to Chad.
Yeah.
This call was on June 9th, 2020, as Rexburg Police, Fremont County Sheriff's deputies, and the FBI searched Chad's property. Authorities found the remains of Vallow's children, JJ and Tylee, in shallow graves. But several months earlier, Lieutenant Joe Powell already had his eyes on Lori and Chad.
When did you observe Chad and Lori at Cafe Rio?
November 1st, 2019.
A photo presented in court showed Lori and Chad walking into a Hobby Lobby.
And what did you observe about their behavior with each other?
They was holding hands as they was walking in.
Chad and Lori would marry 4 days later in Hawaii. Chad's first wife, Tammy, had died just weeks earlier. Lieutenant Powell obtained Tammy's medical records.
She didn't go to the doctor very often. She was in good health. She was being seen for depression and hurt hand.
Prosecutors say she died of asphyxiation, accusing Chad and Lori of conspiring in the murder. After a short day in court, Larry Woodcock is staying optimistic.
It's going very smoothly. In fact, it's actually going much faster than I anticipated.
Now, there are 2 exhibits admitted into evidence that we have yet to see. One is a video call of a virtual jail visit with Lori Vallow and her sister, Summer Shiflett, and another is a video call between Lori Vallow and her oldest son, Colby Ryan. Both of these visits on video happened after JJ and Tylee were found dead. John and Christina?
Justin, I'm curious, what is the relationship now between Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, her new husband? I mean, they literally took their world upside down to be together, and their beliefs. Where are they now in that relationship? Does anybody know?
That is a good question. From what we know, they have no communication. They were co-defendants at one point. We know they are alleged co-conspirators, but since their cases have been severed, definitely there is no communication there. But as I've said earlier this week, throughout this trial, Chad Daybell's attorney has been in the front row of this courtroom right behind the defense. He is getting a play-by-play and basically a preview of what he's going to see whenever Chad Daybell does have his trial. That could be in 2024, the end of 2023, who knows, but he has been in there every day, seeing evidence, hearing testimony, and he's been talking with people as well.
Yeah, Justin, and the death penalty for Vallow, that was taken off the table for her if she's convicted. But in Daybell's case, that's still on the table, right, at this point?
Yeah, Daybell is facing the death penalty if he's convicted. His charges are similar, but he has first-degree murder charges in the deaths of JJ, Tylee, and Tammy, his first wife. As for Lori, she doesn't have a first-degree murder charge in connection to Tammy Daybell. The prosecution really just has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she has conspired with her co-conspirators in her murder, even though their alibis by her defense saying she wasn't in these exact locations where these victims died. Proving conspiracy doesn't mean you have to show that she was physically there.
Interesting.
Yeah, very.
Justin Lum tonight in Boise. Thanks, Justin.